You're not in that role now, you're of course in coaching, but you got your start there. So maybe speak to that a little bit. Like tell us what that role is. There's a lot of travel involved.
Yeah, there is a lot of travel. It's a great role. It's split up into different parts. So I'd say a quarter of it was looking at working with the districts and trying to go into districts, work with them, produce presentations on behalf of the district for coach development and grassroots information. Right. So, and then the second part of that was also to meet in the districts with the technical directors of all the districts to then get a better message and getting a better understanding of what they need, what's required, and how Ontario Soccer can support and work with them. Right. So that was a major part of the role. The next part of the role was to work within the OPDL and look at grassroots and make sure with the OPDL technical directors that their grassroots programming was strong, it was well supported, and it was a two-way process in order to help them develop, in order to help the grassroots programs evolve and move from one area to another in terms of growth.
So what does like a typical week look like for that role? Like what would you be doing in a typical week? Walk us through Monday to Friday.
So a typical week for a regional manager there's a lot of variation. For a start, you had a large area of the province to cover, but then you would generally communicate a lot with the technical directors of OPDL clubs. You would then communicate on a lot with districts, so there'd be days at home where we work remotely planning, and then there'd be days on the road or 3 or 4 days where you'd be doing a little bit of a road trip, going out to different clubs, working with them and so on. So yeah, very, very varied.
Yeah, and that's what's sort of interesting about it. Like, I don't think people really get that you are going from Kingston to Windsor to up north and touching base with your responsibility is to each of these clubs to help them better what they're doing. So it's a support role for hundreds of clubs in some respects.